did. Amen. You can be seated. Amen. Amen. We're coming to a close of a season and getting ready to enter a new season. And what you think about and talk about decide what season that you are going to be in.
Amen. The
calendar year can change, but if your conversation don't change, Brother Anthony, your situation won't either.
Hello.
It'll just be 2016 with the same old situation. You follow what I'm saying? In cliches, you know, the New Year's cliches that we do, but you don't have time for cliches. Amen. You must live from a prophetic voice. He said, my sheep know my voice, and a stranger they will not follow. Amen? Amen. Sometimes before you think it, you got to rethink it. You may need to rethink that thought before you have that thought. Let me say that again. You may need to rethink that thought before you have that thoughts, because wrong thoughts can get you in trouble. You follow me? And get you some serious trouble. Amen. Because your actions is birthed from your meditations.
Amen.
Let me say that again. Your actions is birthed from your meditations. Your meditations is the womb of thoughts. It's the womb of conversation. What you, Brother Anthony, meditate on is what you conversate on.
Amen.
Oh, you say what you want to. Think about it. What you meditate on is what you conversate on. Oh, you hear me, Brother Brother Jesse, Brother Michael? You hear me, little prophet? What you conversate on, or what you meditate on, you conversate on. See, and words are created forces. Words are created forces. Someone say words. Hello, you too. God bless you around the world. Words are created forces. And we're going to get through this.
Amen.
See, that's why you got to take your words and create. Own it all. You can shut it all down when you want to.
Amen.
You follow what I'm saying? You can tell it what to do. Like I'm going to tell it what to do in a minute. But, you must meditate to revelate the right information in your situation. You follow what I'm saying? You just can't be having a bunch of wild thoughts that's leading you to nowhere.
Amen.
You just can't just be having meaningless conversations. And a lot of times, Brother Temple, meaningless conversations come from meaningless folks. Folks with no resources. Folks that can't help you. See, if you don't be real, it's a real world outside the door waiting on you. It's a real world waiting on you. And if you're not equipped, it's going to beat the life out of you. Because the system's not kind. Anybody know that? Anybody live long enough to know that the system's not kind?
Amen.
You ought to know that by now. The system's not kind. It don't care. It don't care about weather. It don't care about nothing. It just wants what it wants. It demands. You become a victim by choice.
Hello.
Or you volunteer to be a victim in life. Let me put it like that. If your life is crazy and jacked up now, it's because you have volunteered to be the victim and not the victorious.
Come on now.
Are we following what we're saying? You signed up for that paperwork. You signed up for that part of life. And it's up to you to rethink it and come up out of it.
Come on now.
And what we're doing, we're making monument over small things. we talk about a big God, but we make him not applicable in a situation. We act like he don't exist. And so what we do is, rather than have the mind of God, Sister Joan, in a situation, we have our own mind that's full of attitude, that's full of a give-up mentality, that's full of, oh, what it will be, what it will be. You right, it's going to be what it will be, because you got to demand your day. I read you that last week. You got to demand your morning.
Come on now.
Come on, you got to demand it. Come on, I told you over there, when we were at Job last week, I think I remember telling you over in the book of Job, Job 38:12, has thou commanded the morning since thy day, and caused the day spring to know his place? You got to demand your morning so everything in your life knows its place in your life. You ain't heard nothing I said. You got to be such in demanding and such control of your life. Well, when you demand things in your tomorrow or your today, it knows its place.
Come on now.
You can't step out on in my life today because I'm in demand. Are you following me, Brother Justin? See, attitudes don't mean nothing. You can throw stuff outside. You can break stuff. You can turn 5 flips. You just had a tantrum and probably go to jail pretty soon. Are you following what I'm saying, Margot? Have tantrums ever solved anything in your life? Have getting a bad spirit ever solved anything? It delayed it. How you know, probably been there, done that, got a cap, t-shirt, suit, vests, and everything to go with it. It got me nowhere. And people that know that it don't work, they, like my mom, she let you have your tantrum when you get through having that. No, this is the way life goes, son. You through with all that? This is the way life goes. You threw to him your tantrum? Nobody owes you nothing, not even me anymore. And my mom would tell me, she said, anything I do for you from this point is a favor. And you piss me off, I'll stop my favor. She's a little bit short lady. And then she thought you was bad. She said, you better than me, but I get in the church, take your head off. Just a little bit, you said a little bit, but she didn't play. She didn't play. She didn't play. You know, I'm almost 60. And it get too heated, you know, okay, Mom, I'll see you tomorrow. I still remember them shoes whooping around the corner. I don't know how to, it's like I could hear the Clint Eastwood theme. And that shoe be coming somewhere. You follow what I'm saying? See, nobody owes you nothing. You must take responsibility for your life. Amen. You ain't heard nothing I said. It ain't time to lick your wounds and feel sorry. Get your butt up and do something.
Come on now.
We just talked about that. It's the butts in your life. Your butt is in the way. Either B-U-T, excuse, or both. B-U-T-T. Either doesn't matter. But get them out the way.
Come on now.
You must come to a resolution.
Right, right.
You can change your life, son, and many other men that I'm speaking that you're in touch with, you can change your life when you get ready. You can let life whoop you, or you can whoop life.
Come on now.
You can get around resourceful people, or you can get around people that deplete you the more. You can get around givers, havers, or takers. And a lot of times we have a tendency of coming when we don't want to do nothing to latch around others that's not doing nothing. Anybody hearing this here? Go to Proverbs 23 and 7. For as he thinketh in his spirit, as a man thinketh, as he thinketh in his spirit, as he thinketh in his spirit. Are you hearing that, Brother Justin? Are you hearing that, Brother Anthony? Are you hearing that, you too? As he thinketh in his heart. Proverbs 23 and 7. Well, let's go before that. Let's go before that. Let's go before that. Well, no. We'll stay right there. And we'll walk it on in. He said, for as he thinketh in his heart, or his spirit, so is he. So is he. According to the spirit, the womb of your spirit, so are you. See. He said, my sheep know my voice. So my spirit should be available for the voice of God. And if it ain't the voice of God, I'm not receiving you. Your spirit is a womb. And just like you women, you wouldn't man touch you if he's not your husband?
Come on now.
No. You can't come behind the curtain because you're not my cousin. You're not my husband. Are you following what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Your spirit is a womb for spiritual sperm. When the word is going forth, it is spiritual sperm. The word is a creative force. The word is the word works. Money didn't buy the word created the money. And if you get enough word in you, you can come out of any situation that you're in.
Amen.
You can start and stop anything whenever you're ready. Words produce new season. Right conversation produce. You don't have to wait till a calendar year.
Say.
I wear out about 12 years I can wear out about 12 years in 1 year. Because I'll start me a year over any minute.
Say.
If it don't look right, I need to say Happy New Year's again. This ain't looking right. The devil is a lie.
Amen.
I'm known to fire people out of my life. Change the show, change the script. You get a new audience. Are you following me?
Mm-hmm.
Would you just keep dancing and nobody cares? Come on. Either my dance is wrong or the people's wrong.
Hello.
Or both. But something's going to change, and I'm going to do it. If you sit around waiting for people to let you in, you may never get in. If you don't think you're great, nobody will never think you're great. Are you following me? Well, I didn't have this growing up, and I didn't have that growing up. I didn't have no father. I didn't have no mother. But you had the one that made everything. You got God.
Come on now.
Amen.
Okay, I know what you went through, but you're almost 60 now. You still dealing with that when you were 10. That's stupid. That's a demon. What's wrong, baby? Well, when I was 10, my mother, baby, how old are you? Almost 60? Really? I mean, really, these are things I've encountered. Excuse me. These are things that I've encountered. Well, why are you so mean to your husband? Well, when I was a kid. Really? So you dogging him out for your childhood. Some things you just got to get over.
Yes.
You just got to get over.
Yes.
It's a thing called the past.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
And the past is the past. But what are you going to do now? What are you going? I understand you did all that, but it's a new day. My mercy and my grace is new every day. I don't care what happened 30 minutes ago. I don't care what happened an hour ago. I don't care. So you got jacked up last. It doesn't matter. It's behind you. If it's not now, it's in the past.
Come on now.
So what you gonna do now? You got time on your hand. What you gonna do now? You know, I believe by the Spirit of God. I really believe this. That every day God hands us a blank check, a blank piece of paper. He said, now create your day. Now just create your day. Just create your day from your inward creativity. Create your day. Just create your... Don't ask me, it's your day, buddy. What you want to create? It's your DP. It's your day, buddy. Excuse me. It's your day. If it's hell, you wrote it.
See?
If it's hell, if it's ugly, you wrote it.
Hello.
If you like, you wrote it. As a man thinking. Come on, buddy. We can wait.
Come on now.
We ain't gonna hear it. Have a cup of coffee? We'll wait. See the name blank. People want to blank you. Blank sheet of paper. Your life. You write it. You decide it. You're the producer of the show. We just here waiting on you. See, we all angels. See, we all angels right now. And God just handed you a blank sheet of paper. Now I'm giving him, but I'm talking to everybody.
Amen.
It's the angel of the Lord. God say, write your day. Commit your day. We angels. You got the camera over here, son? You got to follow me now. You got no time to give away. We angels. We're waiting on you to command us. We just hanging. We're here for you. We work with faith. Faith is a servant. Ain't nothing you just have, it's a servant. Faith is a servant and faith is a seed. So we're hanging. Until you command us. We're not moving because you're in need. We're moving because you got a command. Faith will watch you in need. Faith will what you say if you don't manage to go to work for you. Faith without works
is dead.
And so you pissed off at me. I'm not your problem.
Hello.
You upset with me. I gave you mercy, a blank sheet of paper, and your sins is not on it. Do you see your sins on here? Do you see anything you did on here from yesterday? Well, why the hell would you be pissed off?
Come on now.
You got a brand new day.
See?
I gave you a brand new day. So why are you upset? Why are you clicking on me? Why come you can't smile? Why you didn't speak to me? I did nothing to you. Mercy said, good morning.
See?
I'm all over. We out to help the host of heaven. We're here. We ain't moved because you've been pissed off, and we don't work for pissed off people.
Hello.
Jesus.
You throwing tantrums, and I want you to shout because I'm King of Kings, and you throwing a tantrum.
Say.
Well, coming to the close of another year, and you ain't did nothing but be pissed off. Well, my age, what about your age? Ain't no age in God.
Hello.
Time is for you to keep up with eternity. I don't work on it. Before time I am that I am.
Jesus.
I am the reminder. I am the resurrection. And you follow this? I don't need MasterCards. What are you talking about, prophet? I'm talking about the day living on the wild side of God.
Come on now.
Living on the wild side of God.
Living on the wild side of God.
God have a wild side. You ain't heard nothing I said. Y'all got it in church, but God got a wild side.
Hello.
He's so wild, he'll tell a man like Moses, point that rod towards the sea and watch it depart. Wild side of God.
Hello.
He's so wild, man dead, and they're trying to give a benediction to his death. He said, hold up, I got some books I want to write. Wait yourself up and come over.
Come on.
Wild side of God.
Say.
Are you following what I'm saying? Come on here. Ain't enough to eat, and he snatches a little boy, child abuser, divine child abuser, takes the boy's lunch from him,
Come on now.
and holds it up into the heaven. Wild side of God.
Come on now. Come on now.
And said, now fit for everybody.
Yeah.
Wild side of God.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's so wild, a thief, hadn't served God all his life. A thief on the cross looked at Jesus, and the principle was this: he had to die, then save somebody. But this thief said, when you come into your kingdom, he didn't speak in tongues, wasn't going to church, stealing from everybody, but looked over one day and seen truth. And said, when you come into your kingdom, remember me. He said, this day you shall be with me in paradise. Outside God. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Woman with the issue of blood just got it, just touched it. So while his clothes heal somebody. Wow. Jesus was so wild, Gucci, and none of the name brand stuff to keep up with him. They took his robe and gambled for. You don't gamble for nothing that ain't valuable. They took his robe that was bloody and tore up, and it was so valuable. Come on here. Gucci still trying to find a material to it. You ain't wild outside.
Yeah.
Is anybody hearing this truth?
Yeah.
See, we got hang-ups. God don't.
Come on now.
He said, command ye me. Command the works of my hand.
Yeah.
Command ye me. Come on here. Maybe you where you are and stuck where you are because you don't have no commands in. You're not commanded. Where there's command, there's a supply.
Come on now.
Is anybody hearing this here?
Yes, sir.
As a man thinketh, so is he. What are you thinking? It's time you stop and interview yourself. What are you thinking? You know you're too big to be on the job you're on. You know you got more mind than that. They're giving you crumbs for a great mind. You ain't heard that nonsense.
Come on now.
They know they're using you. Come on here. They know your vision's big, but they can keep you locked down to a computer or keep you shuffling boxes or whatever you do. If they keep you strapped to a phone, you'll never come into your own. You ain't heard nothing else. That went all over your head. That's in the park with the car started where you can get it. Are you hearing this? They didn't even know who you is. he know you're great. See, he tried to wear out your resistance, but you weren't him.
See.
Because you won't break.
See.
Is that the best you can do? Is this the best you can come with? Sometimes you got to tell that demon, it's the best you can do.
Say.
So that's the best you got this week. Talk my way up out of it. Are you following me? Talk my way up out of it.
Amen.
I'll write my way up out of it.
Come on now.
You're just one person away from who you need to meet. You ain't heard nothing I said. You're just one person away. Some people know who you are. Some people waiting on you. Some people packing what you packing. Some people know they need you. Come on, Mary and Elizabeth. Huh? Mary had to run into Jesus. Jesus had to be John the Baptist.
Come on now.
There had to be a citation in the spirit. You follow what I'm saying? Something had to go on there. Somebody waiting on you, and them babies, them dreams gonna drown at the same time. Y'all ever read that story? How when Elizabeth was found with trial, God shut up Zechariah's mouth, put it on mute. Come on here. So it wouldn't say nothing strange.
Come on now.
See, when it's your season, God will mute out everything that ain't supposed to, that's talking crazy.
Come on now.
I'm thinking about talking crazy. Are y'all hearing this here?
Mm-hmm.
For as he's thinking in his heart, so is he, and eat and drink, said he, to thee, but his heart is not with thee. The morsel which thou hast eaten shall thy vomit up, and lose thy sweet word. Speak not in the ears of a fool. He will despise the wisdom of thy words. See, only a fool don't receive wisdom. Ain't nothing working in your life. Why? Do you ever see people you try to tell something that ain't got nothing? Anybody ever try to talk to people that ain't got nothing, and they got more revelation about life, but yet life is beating the hell out of them?
Come on now.
But they got more revelation about life, but ain't nothing working. They don't have bank accounts, they don't have cars, they don't have houses, they don't have nothing. But they know more than you.
Say.
Listen to this here. Listen to this here. (23:9) Speak not in the ears of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of thy words. See, you don't have time to waste words. Now, if you want what I got, I'll give it to you. I'll make the investment. But it's too many people thirsting for truth. Are you hearing it, Brother Anthony? Remove not the old landmark, and enter not in the fields of the fathers. For their Redeemer is mighty, he shall plead their cause with thee. Apply thy spirit or thy heart unto instruction, and thy ears to the words of knowledge. Did anybody hear that? Mm-hmm. Did the young folks hear that? Did you hear that, Justin? Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Michael? Let me read that again. Let me read that again. Did you hear that, little prophet? Apply thy spirit unto instructions. 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 I taught many years ago, the miracles work in the instruction. It's the culture of the kingdom is miracles. That's the culture of the kingdom. The culture of the kingdom is miracles. God is always, he's known as a provider. If you got full coverage insurance, why would you ride around with your car wreck? And you got full coverage interest that you're paying on monthly. Small car. If you got full coverage, why would you ride around with your car towed up? Why would you pay a fine when you got insurance that said that you were covered? See, a lot of times we live life as if we have no covenant. We live life as if God don't exist. How you going to be raised in a godly house and don't believe that God's able? How you going to be raised in a house of love and don't love? How you going to be a part of now faith is and don't have no faith? You ain't heard nothing I said. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing? Are you hearing? Are you hearing me? Hear me? Where you been going to church at the last 10 years? Talk to me, Brother Justin.
Yeah.
What's the name of this church? Now Faith Here. So there's no reason you shouldn't have faith. And there's no reason faith should be working in your life. Do you know faith don't discriminate? Do you know you don't need your mama's faith to exist? You ain't heard that nothing. Huh? Do you know when you got a personal relationship with God, it's personal? Do you know you have to have a God beyond the pulpit? You have to have a God beyond this door? Do you know you have to have faith beyond the seat you sit in? Because I don't know about you, but I have real circumstances when I walk out this door. Anybody got real circumstances other than me?
Yes, sir.
And can I tell you something? A lot of times God don't speak to me in John chapter 4.
Hello.
Mark, Luke 5. You know, God don't speak to me like that. He may say, stop. Don't do that. Go this way. Shut up. Your spirit bad.
Come on now.
Your clothes crazy. No, I need you to wear red boots today. I don't need black on. No, I don't need you with red boots. I need you to have a suit on. Do God have a real conversation with you? No, I'm not saying God don't lead you to scripture, but all the time God don't talk in blocks.
Come on now.
He just talk. Good morning. Chapter 4, John 5. Good morning. When you hear I gotta go to lunch. I don't need the scripture to speak so I can go.
Say.
I think you love it. John 4, 5, good morning. John 4, say hi, your mama. John 11.
Say.
Really? Come on. He's a real person, isn't he? He's a real person. You must maximize the God within you.
Hello.
God wants you to use him. God wants you to be him in the earth. Are you hearing me? Your days of failure is over if you get up and take responsibility for your life from this message.
Come on now.
This is a little prophet. You hear me? I promise you, everything changes when you rethink it.
Amen.
Everything changes when you rethink it. Take responsibility for your life and stop waiting on handouts.
Come on now.
Be creative. Come on. 1 John 4:17. As he is, so are you in the earth. So are you in the earth. So are you right now. Come on. You know what? You can be as broke in this life as you want or as rich in this life as you want. It's up to you.
Come on now.
Don't sign up for it and you won't have it.
Amen.
Someone said, well, I don't like my job. Well, why'd you sign up for it? Don't apply, you'll never get it again. I mean, you ever see people quit one job and then go back into the same field. Well, I thought you didn't like the job. Well, all you did was change addresses then. You go to your same occupation. I don't want to work in the warehouse. I got a new job. You did what you do. That's what you was doing down the street.
Say.
Are y'all getting what I'm saying? See, we keep signing up for failure. We keep signing up for stupid stuff. Then we get attitude. But see, faith worketh by love. Are you follow what I'm saying? What did I do with my brown? Now notice here. Now I didn't tell him to write anything. I'll give him a demonstration, but here's the thing. If what you don't put down, don't come to life. You can walk around with a blank check all day. You can't buy nothing with it. You got a blank, go to the store with a blank check. If it ain't filled out, just a blank check. You have the stuff. You just don't have nothing on the check to make the purchase. And you follow what I'm saying, so small go. What you gonna do with your day? What you gonna do? This time in 2016, what's the date? The 27th, 26th? 27th of December. This is, well, I don't really want to get it, but anyway. This time next year, how do you want life to look? I'm gonna be honest with you, I ain't trying to look that far ahead. This time next month. by Friday. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that you can hang around and wait. I give myself, ain't wait. Too many, there's too much water going on the bridge between that. Even when I meet people, people say, especially ladies say, well, what you want to be in 5 years? No, I give you the Friday. Where you trying to be by Friday? By 5 o'clock tomorrow, what you going to be doing? How's your life going to be looking? Do you have enough creativity to change your life by 5 tomorrow? I'm trying to make you, I ain't trying to preach to y'all, I'm trying to make you think. Time is ticking, days are going, years are passing, and we got all these cute sayings. 2008 and I won't be late. All kind of stupid stuff. That's craziness. Okay, what is that? And so who does that? Who does that? 2009 and I'm in line. Who does that? You follow me? You gotta have some prophetic, not pathetic.
Oh, come on now.
You gotta come in demanding this thing. I'm not putting up with nothing that's less than God. I don't have to. You've been packaged like God. We were made into the image and the likeness of Him. We have the same spirit.
Come on now.
What you look like here in the Oprah Winfrey? And you told me you ain't got no shoes. Why? Well, you have a shoe store. Making the whole kingdom look bad because you want to take authority. No wonder nobody comes to the Lord when you talk. Because you don't represent it. You got to represent God. I take every moment to represent. I throw Him everything you say, I'm going to throw Him in there. Oh, I like your car. Oh, I believe God drive one of these. I believe He wear this sweater too. I believe God will wear off boots. You ain't heard nothing I say, so y'all don't want to go there, huh? Come on here. Oh, I just love that weave. I believe God got some weave too. I am that I am.
Hello.
I'm not a gender. I'm God. I'm spirit. You ain't heard nothing. Is anybody? I bet you get the point. Are you hearing me, Brother Ash? I bet you get the point. God writes poetry.
Yes, He does.
God's a rapper. You ain't heard nothing I say. Can you see God spitting? You can see y'all, man, God not to reach out. God, we got him boxed up in a suit. Man, God chills.
Come on now.
Whatever we need to do, He like to come with you with pants low and drop a word on you.
Hello.
And then pull them up. I make my day.
Come on there.
Does anybody hear this?
Say.
Are y'all getting this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now watch this here. Oh, I feel the anointing go. Okay. Let's look at what did I read last Margot?
You was at 12.
Apply thy heart apply thy spirit unto instructions. You know what? If things ain't working right and you're trying to fix something, it's because you're not following instructions. You ever try to set up a new TV because you think you know how it works like the old one? But now there's so much features on it, you got to have the instructions. Write this down if you don't have it. The miracles in the instruction. You need to write that down here, man. The miracles in this. You need a miracle. When life got you locked out, you need to kill your own to get in. You better, man, let me tell you something. I know I wanted to be grown so bad when I was a child. And when I got grown, I forgot I was grown. My mother remembered, you grown now. You ain't heard nothing I said. I was sitting around waiting on handouts and discovered that I was grown. Mama reminded me I was grown. You're grown now, son. The catering days are over. You reach a point in God where, I remember when I first got born again, it seemed like every time I squalled in God, He was there with a miracle. You know what I'm saying? Miracle. Running every Sunday had a testimony. And as I began to grow in God, the testimony got far in between. Far in between. I mean, maybe a testimony other than my life, health, and strength. You know what I mean? You can tell when you mature, life, health, and strength. You know what I'm saying? You know the testimony when y'all grow up, life, health, thank God for my life, health, and strength. You said that last Sunday. We know you think, what else did happen? It's your life, health, and strength. See, you're maturing now. The miracles ain't coming like that now. Right. You got to work for them. Right. You ain't heard nothing. I bet y'all know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, you can't cash in on nobody else's miracle. You got to work for them. Mm-hmm. Are y'all hearing this? I'm going to drop a bomb on you in a minute. But you got to work for this. You got to rise up and work for this. You got to work for this. You got to work for it. God bless you, prophet. You got to work for it. You serve a miracle-working God. Some of you serve a miracle-working God. Why don't you come up here and sit so the world know I have a wife? Why don't you come up here and sit on YouTube and know that I got a beautiful wife wearing leather? So nobody writes me want to know who I am.
Right me, I help you.
Now you may tell the truth and run them off.
Right me, I help you.
But anyway, no.
We'll need an anointing for that.
But what God wants to create you to be is a receiver. Write that down. God wants to create you to be you got to learn to receive from God. Or else you won't do nothing in the kingdom till you learn to receive from God. And see, when you become a receiver don't have no room for logic. It's no room for you to put your intellect in. It's no room for you to reason. You can't be a giver till you're a receiver. You can't operate in faith till you hear faith. You got to be a receiver. Your spirit has to become, let me tell you something, young man. Your spirit has to become a receiver of faith. Your life will go nowhere until you learn to receive faith. That sounds so elementary to people. That's how you fold stuff. Because the world was created by faith. And faith deals with an attitude. It's called the attitude of love. Are we hearing this here? Were you going to say something?
Insight. Faith has a sight.
In a language, they go with the sight.
Yes.
I think I was on the phone the other night and told you there's two realms of life. There's a natural realm, and there's a natural reality, and there's a spiritual reality. And the natural reality causes you to see by only your physical eyes. But the spiritual reality, you see by faith. You walk by faith and not by sight. And so what's kicking a lot of people's butt is physical sight.
Hello.
And you ain't got enough spirit to get spiritual, so you get whooped in the natural. So you get frustrated, you start cussing. You can tell when people cuss a lot, they ain't got no word. They you know, a person that cuss a lot, they ain't bad, they just lack vocabulary. You don't understand, no? We understand you don't speak English. That's why I look at it. Go on and cuss, that's your culture. And nobody, I mean, when you get through, I can't interpret it anyway. It wasn't me, because everything you said wasn't me. You just spoke your language wherever you from. You ain't heard nothing I said. Ah, blah, 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 blah. And you blah, 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 blah. And look at my license. You said all that. Still Darrell Johnson. Go ahead, continue. Still same address. Continue, idiot. You know, nobody's horse racing but yours. See, you've got to be a receiver of truth. And when you're trying to receive, you're closing out everything. Are you? Catch this. Do it back. Catch this again. Do it back. Catch this again. Look what position he's in. Look what position he's in. He's in expectation. He's in expectation. See, because now there's a habit being formed. He knows if I tell him to catch it, he knows it's coming, so he's already in position. Mentally, he knows the keys are on the way. They never left me. You follow what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Go back.
And
Go ahead.
And the relationship, because of who's saying catches. See, because some people, their word is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't trust people like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you give me your word, keep your word. If you're not, tell me something. Don't just walk like ain't nothing happening. Because then there's no validity with you. There's no trust factor. I can't trust you. Meet me some. I don't know if you're going to be there. I ain't got no time or gas to waste with you. You see what I'm saying? But when you know somebody, they got a track record of keeping their word, doing what they say, showing up, you have no problem responding. They say, get up and meet me over there inside that. Look, you know they going to be there when you get there. And you know they coming. See, so you have to understand that with God. See, God backs his word up. And God will try our faith to see if we really do understand that about him and have that kind of relationship. See, he'll tell us to go, go, go. All we got to do is go. Because we know he ain't going to let us, he ain't going to drop us.
I recall on that, I was thinking about a story. I remember, I think Priest was about maybe he's about 4 or 5. And so I walked in the room. He's jumping in my bed, up and down. He's about 3, 4, something like that. But he's jumping in the bed like that. And when he's seen, now he's 14 now. He wouldn't do that now. That was cute then. We have a problem you jumping in my bed at 14. We have to get real prophetic. And so, anyway, he's jumping up and down the bed. And so when he's seen me, he just dives off the bed. I'm about right here, the bed's about right there. So he dives off the bed and jumps on me. And so Prophet said, how did you know that he would catch you? His reply, he's my papa. You ain't hearing nothing I said. He said, he's my papa. He said, he's my papa. He leaped. He didn't ask me, could he jump? At the presence. And based on somebody get it, at my presence, and based on the relationship, if I jump, he said, she had to say, well, I do, because he's my papa.
And you knew his papa would catch you.
You know his papa would catch him. See, you got to know if I jump, God, you're going to catch me. It's your jumping season. I'm trying to tell you, you got to jump or die. You got to jump. You can't walk out of this situation. You got to jump out of it today. You got to make the jump. You got to take the leap. You got to jump. God will catch you. Son, you got to jump. You can't walk out of this. You got to take the jump of faith. But you hear what I'm saying? God loves you. You know what, son? I'm going to extend prophetic grace. Give me your hand. I want you to hear me. If you never heard me before in 10 years, I'm going to extend prophetic grace. Come here, prophetess. I want you to not let him go. I want you to not let him go. I want you to bring him back in your house. Don't let him walk. Don't let him be in the streets. I'm going to incubate you with a prophetic word. Son, you look at me. If you value the words I say, by June, your whole life, 2016, will be done changed. I know I'm hearing God. I know what you told me the other day. But I'm telling you what God said. Bring him back to the house. Because there's a powerful gift on you. And God's going to destroy that yoke of anger and bitterness. He's going to destroy it. And foolishness. And there's going to be a respect that God's going to give you for your mother. And the spirit of, come here, honey. Mother, I want a mother anointed. I want you to pray over his spirit. Grab his hand. I know what you told me the other day, Mom, but I know I'm hearing God.
Father, we thank you right now. We thank you right now, God, for divine intervention. For the Lord is intervening on your behalf today. He is extending grace and mercy, son. And you must receive it, and it will save your life. If you don't receive this, your life will be in an ugly way. When we stop it, the prophet stopped.
Shut up,
Because the enemy is intervening to try to bring some trouble and real havoc upon your life. But through the power of the prophet's obedience to God, he intercepted it and he blocked it and stopped it. So this day, you must humble yourself. Receive humility and humble yourself. And come under the authority. It's nothing like being under covering. Nothing like being under covering. People that's not under covering, those are the people that are under the bridge. Those are the people that are in jail. Those are the people that die before their time. Those are the people that's in the streets. That's not you.
Amen.
Did you hear me? That's not you. You don't belong in them places. You belong right where God put you in. You know, God placed you. You could have been in anybody's house. God put you in her life and made her your mother. And your father extended same grace God extended to you. See that grace to him too, and open up your heart. And this day you're gonna see your father when he begin to step up and get into your life more. And your mom got word for you. No, you can't even don't even worry about the circumstances and conditions, because the word of God and the love of God is greater than that. These kids grew up like that, and they own skyscrapers today. These kids grew up, their mothers and fathers was in shelters and homes. And they are CEOs today because they decided, I will not be that. I'm going to be who I am, the man of God, the son of God that God created you to be. You better receive that today. And by you opening up today, God will open up the windows of heaven over your life. And you go and you get that job. God wants you to get in there and get disciplined and go to work. And start preparing yourself and getting yourself ready for greatness, because greatness is all upon you. God did not allow this type of word and this type of mantle to be placed upon your life for nothing. That was all God. And I knew about your mommy. That was all God. And he doesn't. You know what type of word been sown in you? The word that ruled nations. This word right here will cause anybody that will believe and get up and receive it and rule this world by their mind and their mouth. So you receive that today. And it's a new day. Okay? It's a new day. And you need to tell the Lord, thank you, and go over and hug your mom. You don't know the hell she done been through to be mom. Hug your mom, love your mom. Be a blessing to her.
Other than God, that's your best friend.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Glory be to God.
Thank you, Jesus.
You know, you got something on your shirt that says, stand in the gap, a scarce assembly of men. Stand in the gap. That's because a lot of men don't want to stand in the gap or stand up. They run from the gap of connection. They run. Stand in the gap. Be a man. Take responsibility. Make it easy for your mom. Make it easy for yourself first. You'll make it easy for her. I promise you, man, to God, the grace that was extended to you, God just blocked off trouble from you.
Yes, sir.
And if you stay on the ark of covenant with good spirit and good attitude, you'll make it. But if you break prophetically what I just told you, and the manifestation of good that will come to you in 6 months, providing you act like you got the word, show respect for God, yourself, and your mother, it all takes off uphill for you. But if you break that, it's legal situations coming that she or I won't be able to do. There's consequences if you don't obey. God just gave you a blank sheet of paper. It's a new day now. It's a new day. Forget yesterday. Get up tomorrow thinking. Get up tomorrow putting your life together. And when you get paid, come see what mama needs. What I eat up, I replace that and move. Be a man. what? I just tell you something here. Be a man. Be, not become. Notice I say become a man. Be, that means now. Be a man. Glory be to God. Come on, give God some praise. Come on, give God some worship. Give God some worship. Oh, we got some more word here. 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 Y'all all right? Y'all all right? Someone says miracle time. Now write this down. Faith is my servant.
Faith is my servant.
Faith is my servant. You must give your faith something to do.
Yes.
Something impossible to do. Are you following me? I ain't talking them little bitty assignments. You hungry, well, go to the icebox and eat. You know, but give your faith something to do. Faith, you must plant it. And then you must water it with corresponding actions. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me, Sister Joan?
Yes, sir.
Someone say, I must treat my faith like a seed. I must plant it.
I must treat my faith like a seed. I must plant it.
Someone say, I must talk faith.
I
must talk the language of faith.
I must talk.
I must call those things to be not as though they were.
I must call those things
that be not as though they were.
Did you know David had a conversation with himself before he ever met Goliath?
Yes, he did.
He said what he would do.
He told himself.
You uncircumcised Philistine, I'm going to take your head off. He whooped him in the spirit before he ever got on the field. Because God knows you about 5'6". You ain't got no business messing with nothing by 12 feet.
See?
You better be anointed.
You better be.
Don't pick no fight with Mike Tyson. And you ain't got nothing to work with.
He gonna knock you out.
But he said what he was going to do.
Yes, he did.
Before he touched any carnal weapons, he went in the spirit. He said, you come with bow and spear, but I come in the name of the Lord.
Come on now.
And head is the title shall of government. He took his authority, he took his government from him. I got your government now. It's my way or no way. It's my way or the highway.
You out.
You out. And so he performed what he prophesied on the field.
Yes, he did.
He performed it. See, you got to, what Goliath's head you going to take off coming out of 2015? What Goliath's head who you about to be in? What situation you going to be in?
See?
Because watch this here. Every head got a brain and a set of eyes.
See?
That's why you can't walk around with see, that's a cyclops. Too many heads of a cyclops.
See?
That's a monster. That's too many authorities you're working with. You follow what I'm saying? You ever seen a cyclops? That's too many heads. Now we got to cut some of these heads off. That you can focus, that you can have one thought, one spirit, one mind. Oh, you hear me, Brother Anthony?
One mind.
That you can see right. I'm just ready to see right. Because if you don't see right, I'm convinced you ain't going to talk right. You talk like what you see. You talk like your meditation. You talk like your environment. You talk like your culture. You talk like what you're around. You talk like what you entertain. Somebody go to 2 Kings 6. Are y'all there? Okay, let's go. Let's look at, y'all got 2 Kings 6?
Yes.
And starting with verse 14, therefore sent he thither horses and chariots and a great host, and they came by night and compassed the city about. Now this is the story of Elijah and his servant. 15, that's 2 Kings 6:15, and when the servant of the man of God was risen early and gone forth, behold, a host compassed the city, both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, Elias, my master, how shall we do? Or what shall we do? This is his servant. And the prophet answered, and he answered, fear not. Someone say, fear not.
Fear not. Fear not.
So you'd be surprised what you can believe if you get the fear out. You'd be surprised of the things you can accomplish if you get the fear out. If you can just get over the fear factor. Because where there's no fear, there will be no what? Doubt. If you don't give ear to fear, you have no fear. It's not even a word. Remember I told you that? See? Take the ear out of fear, you have no fear. The word don't even exist.
Come on there.
Listen to this here. Let me shift that spirit up there again down. Run his batteries out. And when the servant of the man of God was risen early and gone forth, behold, a host compassed the city both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, alas, my master, what shall we do? And he answered, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. He said, for they that be with us are more than they that be with him. It's more with us than the enemy has. And so then he says this here, and Elijah prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. Open his eyes that he may see. In other words, God has said, open his eyes to another dimension, to another reality. He's seeing from the wrong reality. He's seeing from situation. He's seeing from problems. He's seeing from circumstance. Open his eyes that he can see. And that's my prayer over everything that God has put me in touch with. God, open their eyes where they can see. Further than they see. Remember Abraham? Abraham, as far as you can see, I will get, how far can you see? Can you see beyond circumstances? Can you see beyond the problem? Can you? You too, how far can you see? Can you see yourself a blesser, a world blesser? Can you see yourself anointed? Can you see yourself owning that over that foundation? Can you see the building? What can you see? We're in a world where God made everything and we're doing without. That ain't adding up. Are you following me? I used to, when I was a kid, Sister Walker, I used to wonder, Sister Kim, you say, you know, everybody seems so depressed. One minute they shout, then they're looking depressed. You ever seen people up in church, they shout, they look depressed? I said, you know, when I get big, I ain't coming to this church. I said, everybody look depressed. But I would read these stories about this big God, but people living small lives. Are you following? Listen to this here. And so something said, and Elijah prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man. And he opened the eyes of the young man, and the man saw. Someone say, he saw.
He saw.
I dare you pray when I say, God, open my third eye.
God, open my third eye.
The eye of my understanding. What was open was his eye of understanding.
Amen.
When his eye of understanding was open, then he could see in the realm of the spirit. Now listen to this here. And he prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that I may see. And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire around about Elijah. See that? See, he didn't see that at first. But when the man of God prayed that his eyes of understanding would be open, now he's seen there was a spiritual force around the prophet. God will never create nothing that can whoop him.
Come on now.
God will never create nothing that can defeat him. Now God, how your situation going to overcome him? In other words, you the one making it big. God ain't you making it big. That's a rat. You got that rat look like a dragon because you're talking about it so much. Little old small problem. Little old small problem. You done blowed it up. It was a crumb on the floor. You made a cake out of it.
Come on now.
You ever see people take small arguments and blow them up? It wasn't even all that. I was talking to someone the other day, and they was telling me, well, this, that. I said, that wasn't even the conversation. I said, how did you get there with that conversation? That's not that conversation. I said, leave that right word in. That's what that was. Don't revelate it. Don't put. That's the way it was. Now leave that alone. My dad told me one time, he said, son, if you find some mess in your living room, if you don't step in it, it won't get in your bedroom. But if you walk through it, you're going to track it all over. Yeah, it gets right there. You can sweep that up. But you go step in it because you're mad, and now you got the whole house in like one spot.
Come on now.
You follow what I'm saying? Come on, circumstances of life. You ain't got nothing but that problem right there. Now you done made that problem finances, marriage, relationship. You got your boss told you to sit down, don't be late no more. Now you pissed off. You done messed up everything at your house because you know you were late anyway.
See?
Now you got that bad spirit, brought it home. They ain't even did nothing to you.
See?
You see everything get magnified? One problem to something else.
Yes.
You got a problem with this person, now you got a problem with your husband. And that ain't it, you got a problem with your wife. You still mad from the divorce 10 years ago. Person married and remarried and gone on, you still bitter. Well, they didn't apologize to me. If they're not the revelation, they owe you one, baby, you're going to still be in need of an apology. If you don't come up out of that one, you might as well come on. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that a crazy situation? When you mad at the person because they want to apologize? Well, if they don't have a revelation, they don't know, they feel like they don't own you. Go on with your life.
Say.
You heard nothing I said. Say, don't be bitter.
Don't be bitter.
And what's the next word I'm going to say? Get what?
Get better.
Get better. You tell me to be bitter around me. John was about to say.
Yeah.
Don't be get better. Let's get better from it. Don't get better from it.
Yes.
Get so pissed off you get creative. Amen?
Amen.
I mean, I'm taking a thought on my life. I promise you, nothing in my life will look like this as it do today. It would all be better.
Come on now.
Amen.
You gotta. When the last time you talked to yourself? People say, man, you don't talk to yourself. You better talk to yourself. You better pull yourself to the carpet. Come here, self. Sit down, self.
Come on now. Say.
I am sick of you.
Yes.
I am sick of Mike, do this here. Grab yourself and bring yourself in the room. And sit yourself, say, and go to the mirror and say, I'm sick of you.
Yes.
You made a mess out of my life.
See? Come on
You're
now.
not going to do it no more. I know one time, this is a true story. I got so sick of myself, God bless you, I throw all my cologne away. From the world I did, I was just sick of it. I mean, all them pictures standing up there posing and stuff going nowhere. I thought, I just got tired of that. What is that? Who does that? I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, who does it? I mean, going nowhere. Life going nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted a new scene, a new smell, because the cologne smell like trouble. Don't play with me. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all probably got good clothes too. Because too many memories on them.
Yeah.
I bust them suckers up and push them out the door.
Wow.
You're crazy, you get in them clothes, them situations in them clothes. You ought to never get back, you get in them pants. You ain't hearing that, I see.
Teach.
Are y'all hearing this? It's time for you to take authority of your life.
Amen.
Sometimes I'm going to turn my life around.
Turn my life around.
I'm going to turn my life around this day.
This day.
I'm not going another minute. I'm not wallowing in the mud. Come on here. God told me I got life and death was in my tongue. I'm going to use it. Not to cut people out, but be creative with it. Listen, my tongue is a pen of a ready writer. Because when you get through cussing, you still got to create. So you might as well create. I don't know about you ever did the food with your mouth. And when you got through with your mouth, you still had to do what was right. Because God didn't move. When you got all them tangibles, God didn't move. Heart racing, blood pressure going up. You out of breath. House tore up, life tore up. Money funny, romance funny.
Come on now.
God will come back you getting pissed off.
Amen.
That is emotional attack. You got to do something with it. You got to decide, I'm going to do something with it. I'm changing my life today. Today is over. Today is a new day. God's mercy is new every day. You better know I'm prophesying. I'm calling those things to be not as though they were.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen?
Yeah.
Come on, Romans. I'm calling them things to be not as though they were.
Yeah.
I heard Prophetess tell somebody the other night, she was talking to somebody, she told him, she said, you can't afford to think that. She said, you better think about that before you think that. I mean, it was so profound. It was just so profound. She said, you better think about that before you have that thought. You better think about that thought before you have that thought. See, to have it is to give birth to it, is to own it.
My God.
You better think about that.
Glory.
I was telling her, she was telling someone, she said, you know what, if you keep thinking that everybody's against you, they're going to be against you.
Yeah.
Some folks ain't even thinking about you. I don't know what you was talking to. But it sure was profound, but I started taking notes.
In the house.
I'm watching football. I cut the TV down. I'm listening for another room.
Hearing yourself speak.
You see what I'm saying?
You're real. That's deep.
See, you create the activity in your life by your thinking. You create it. If it's hell, you got it. There ain't no demon.
Come on.
That's them wild thoughts. That's them crazy thoughts, them untamed thoughts, them thoughts that we won't discipline. So they run rapid in our mind and they create your reality. And you live it, because you're going to live what you think. I'm sorry. You're going to live what you think. You're going to live with it. I don't care what you pray, you're going to live for what you, because you can pray one thing and get up and start functioning another thought. Like most people do. Pray something and then, wait a minute, you prayed that, but you live in that. Something ain't lining up. Wait a minute. Well, you talking or God talking in prayer?
Pray when you live.
Hello.
You gotta just pray. You gotta pray what you live. If you prayed that, if that word was anointed to pray, you can live off of it. Are you hearing me, son? Life and death is word, and the power of your tongue. David said, my tongue's a pen of a ready writer. Amen. I can write the ticket anytime I want to. I can change the script anytime I want to.
Amen.
Amen.
You can. If your mouth got you in it, your mouth can get you
My
out.
God. My God.
If a conversation got you in, a conversation can get you out of it.
Yes, sir.
Are we hearing this here? Say it again, honey.
You have to understand how your brain works.
Speak, go ahead.
You have to understand how your brain works. Most people, every thought comes to your mind. You think that's your thought. That's not your thought.
Amen.
You know, it's either something that you visualizing by natural sight, and we've been instructed to don't do that. See, you can tell when you're obeying God because you obey God. So we walk by faith, not by sight. You shouldn't be walking by according to the sight. See, so your brain is like a photostatic computer. What it sees, it'll start talking to you. Well, that's not your fault. So you're not to receive that like, you thought, no, you ain't thought of that. It's like recorded situation is being mimicked, replayed back in your mind.
Right.
And so you spirit, since you know you spirit, you have to rise up and bring a conversation to take authority over that. Because if you don't, you're going to be letting that thought dictate your whole day. Something, or either something in the past, that's over. Why you thinking about that?
Hello.
So every day you got to get up with present day truth and communicating that. And then as you become of age, when you were a child, you did childish things. You always had to ask permission. But when you're getting older in the Spirit of God, it will go into your brain and it starts to doing a new thing in you supernaturally. So now when you're praying, you can't just be praying and talking to God. I was praying to God one time in this transition period of my life, and he said, why are you talking to me? Why don't you talk to what you're talking to? Talk to it. So my prayers is not telling God, since now I know that I'm of age and I'm walking as God in the earth, I tell stuff what I want it to do. I have to say, Father, I need you to move. No, he said, move it. Move it. What are you even asking me for? Move it. Tell it to move. Move. Ooh, confused, you get up out of my house. Move. Disloyalty, flee from me. Speak to it. Whatever it is, you got to talk to it because you've been given the authority over it. I've given you power over all the power of the flesh. And I've given you power over all the power of the enemy. What is the enemy? Anything that's opposing truth is the enemy to your soul. You got to discern it. Amen. Don't learn it, discern it.
All right now.
I like that. See, start discerning. You got to by, come on here, putting yourself in remembrance of what God says. And then that's your answer. That's your solution right there. And then when the Lord wants to supernaturally talk to you because he's seeing that you in this vein in the realm of the spirit, he can enter in and talk and download stuff to you. Because he knows now that you got a diligent pattern of being governed by spirit of truth. But if he knows that he can't talk to you and you ain't hearkening to him, he can't get nothing to you. He's not going to waste all that day fooling with you like that. Issues and circumstances going to be kicking your butt till you learn to humble your soul under the hand of God and change. That's how this works. And religion don't teach you that. Religion to keep you in that baby state of being, keeping you always subject to somebody else's authority and you won't grow up. That's what it does. It keeps you in some traditional patterns of something that now God is shifting. Well, if God over here, you can't be over there. You got to be where God is. You got to get in that avenue where he is. He's in love. He's in joy. He's in peace. He's in righteousness. He's in the impossible. See? So why you stay in that possible stuff? Jump and do something impossible. Do something you know it's going to be God and you doing it. And guess what? And with those things, let me help you set you free right here. Ridicule is attached to that. You will always get ridiculed when you operating in faith. Because, listen here, their mind may not be right there. So, okay, you don't have time to waste them and convince them. You should be already convinced and persuaded by God. So if somebody's saying, okay, well, we ain't talking to you then. Amen. This not for you. And when it comes, you ain't a part of it. See? So God wants us to keep our mind together. Somebody say, keep your mind together. Keep your mind together. So God can bless your mind. The memory of the just is blessed. The memory of the just is empowered. God will empower your mind that when storms and winds come, it won't affect you.
Yeah.
Come on now.
That's right.
You can walk right through it.
That's right.
Talk your way all the way, have your whole other conversation while you're in it. They don't even understand where you at. You know, most people of faith, folks don't know where they like the Holy Spirit. Don't know from whence you coming, from whence you going. Like the wind, you don't know where it's going, but you know it's blowing.
Yeah.
You don't know where it comes from. That's how the spirit of faith is in your life.
That's it.
Just because you right now in a situation, temporal. Come on, the things that are seen are temporal. The things that are unseen are what? Eternal. So you got to stay used to doing eternal things, so you're in an eternal realm. So a lot of times they don't know where we're coming from. A lot of times that's why sometimes people won't give you, but that's okay. God got some that will, because he got some that can see and hear in spirit. See, they look at you and think you're in heaven because they look how you dress. But they don't know you're an instrument of faith.
Yes.
Walking through the earth. I'm not supposed to look like Pop.
That's it.
Because I'm not Pop.
Come on now.
I'm not supposed to look broke.
That's it.
Because I'm not broke.
That's
I'm
it.
not supposed to be talking broke. Because
That's
I'm
it.
not broke. My spirit ain't broke, so that means
my
broke.
God, my God, my God.
It ain't a friend or a cousin or nothing. It is an insult and an enemy, and I don't fellowship with it. How about that?
Now, I got that.
I heard God say he's breaking rules.
I believe
Even leaving out of 2015.
Now,
I believe that prophet.
Going into, he's breaking rules.
Yes.
He's redeeming time.
I
Yes.
asked you to.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
He's breaking rules.
Yes.
And you have to be spiritual. I didn't say religious. I said spiritual to receive what God got.
Amen.
In 2000, you got to be spiritual.
Yes.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because his blessings are being made flesh as we speak that are for you. The words that you speak,
Yes.
the thing you need is becoming flesh, and you're going to know when you see it.
Yes, sir.
yes.
Listen to this here. Go to 1 Corinthians. I'm going to show you something. Go to 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 2, starting at verse 9. I want you to write it down. Spiritual truths are not of human wisdom, but revealed by God. Before I get to talking, I want you to write that down. Spiritual truths are not of human wisdom, but revealed by God. And you follow what I'm saying? See, I don't care what we're facing. We don't need a human wisdom for it. We need a divine wisdom. We need a divine concept to come up out of it. I'm going to show you something in a minute. Are you hearing that?
Yes, sir.
The producer, you're going to have to stay with me, producer. But as it is written, eyes have not seen, nor ears heard.
Yes.
Eyes have not seen,
Yeah.
nor ears heard.
Yeah.
Now, he's getting ready to talk from another reality. There's two realities. There's a reality that you see, and there's a reality that you don't see. And most people function of the reality they see. And so when the one they see becomes limited, they become weary and stressed. And a lot of them forsake the work of God, the kingdom of God, because their physical eyesight won't show them enough. They look at everything they can see natural, and when the natural goes on zero or go weak, they go weak. But the Bible said in Proverbs, in the day of adversity, it say if you faint in the day of adversity, then your strength is made small.
Yeah.
When you faint in the day of adversity.
My God.
When you lose sight of faith, when you lose sight of hope, when you lose sight of God, then your faith has become faint.
My God.
Small. Faint. Because now you're going on these physical eyes. But listen to this here. He says, but as it is written, eyes have not seen. See, God got some stuff you ain't seen.
Come on now.
Hey.
Glory.
He got some stuff he ain't told you.
That's it.
Because you have to be a certain, it's conversations me and my daughters have now. We didn't have one every 3.
See, come on now. Right, Prophet.
It's conversations me and my dad had now. We didn't have when I was 20.
Say.
Now the conversation now, he preparing me to his knowledge for this part of life.
Yeah.
Are you following what I'm saying? Now listen to this here. The conversation changed with maturity. You ain't heard nothing I said. You ain't trying to sit on your mama's lap when you go home, or your daddy's lap. The conversation's different. The greeting's different now. You got more authority now come on, than you had before. Listen to this here. But as it is written, eyes have not seen, nor ears heard, neither have entered the heart of the spirit of man, the things which God has prepared for them that love Him. He's got some prepared things. Even before you entered that storm, there were some things He got prepared. He's seen it, but you didn't see it.
My God.
He's got some prepared things.
My God.
You ain't heard nothing now.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about incidental. I'm talking prepared.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, already done.
Predestined. Come on, Ephesians. Predestined. He got some predestined blessings.
Yeah. Thank you, Jesus.
I hear Mrs. King.
Yes.
To that place called that. He said, the things which God has prepared for them that love Him. That love Him. Come on here. Not flirt with Him, not trying to date Him, but love Him.
Come on now.
But God has revealed them to us by what? By His Spirit. He revealed them by His Spirit. So you have to be in spirit to receive it. Listen to this here. But God has revealed them unto us by His Spirit. For the Spirit searches all things.
Yes.
Not your emotion. The Spirit searches all things.
Yes.
The Spirit searches all things. We have that.
I receive that.
The Spirit, so you got to get in the Spirit. You ain't got time to get in flesh. You ain't got time to get taken out over a letter from the mail. The letter from a lawyer. The hell with a lawyer. You ain't saying what God said.
That's it.
I don't want your doctor.
Come on now.
You ain't running nothing. He made you.
I'll be safe.
He'll put you on mute like Zechariah and let the promise come through. Zechariah, I'm going to shut your mouth up because I don't want you to say nothing to Elizabeth while she's birthing this. And I believe in this season God's going to put some people on mute where they can't say nothing against you.
That's it.
He's going to mute them out.
Yes,
and let
God.
the promise come on through.
Yes.
Them crazy prayers they've been trying to pray, they ain't been uttered.
Yes.
They can forget your name in prayer.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
You ain't heard nothing I said. Isn't it? Stay with me in the Spirit. But God has revealed them to us by His Spirit. For the Spirit searches all things, yea, the deep things of God. You have to go down deep to get this here. Come on, be like the woman at the well. She said, I want to drink, but I ain't got nothing to dip with. Woo! You heard nothing I said. He said, I know it's water down there, but I ain't got nothing to dip with. I ain't got nothing to dip with. Come on here. But he can provoke it out. He said, out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water.
Come on now.
Listen.
My God.
So he says here, for what man knoweth the things of a man except the spirit of a man? Which is in him, even so the things of God knoweth no man but the Spirit of God.
Come on now.
Only Spirit can reveal Spirit. See, if they ain't spiritual, they can't connect you with that.
Come on.
They can't. Don't get frustrated when they can't talk your talk. They ain't where you are.
That's it.
You're not winning that. They didn't even understand me. They weren't on your level. Don't get frustrated with family when they can't get with you.
Come on now.
They don't give you nothing. They ain't where you are. Our money ain't good money.
Say.
That's God.
You hear what I'm saying? You can't do it. It's other sources.
Yeah.
Listen, stay with ministry. So he says here, God knows, it says, for what man knoweth the things of a man except the spirit of man, which is in him, even so the things of God knoweth no man but the Spirit of God. Now we have received not the spirit of the system, not the spirit of the world. See that? But the Spirit which is of God, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of God. The things that are freely given to us. I ain't got to work my flesh to get this. I ain't got to crunch up nothing to get the blessing.
Yeah.
I ain't got to manipulate to get the blessing. It's rightfully mine. I ain't got to manipulate to go in my house when I get home. I got to keep.
Come on now.
You follow me? You ain't got to manipulate your car to go in. That's your car. What's yours is yours. Listen to this. Stay with the Spirit. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the system, but the Spirit which is of God, that we might know the things that are freely given to us. Which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth. We ain't talking about in logic.
Come on now.
We ain't talking about how man's wisdom teaches, but which the Holy Ghost teaches, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. Comparing spiritual things with spiritual. Are you following me?
Yeah.
See, cousin, somebody ain't gonna get it done. You might well go on spirit. You might well let that idiot go and go and get spiritual. You see what I'm saying? Because all that don't do nothing, don't have no weight. Them demons running around while you cussing. More of them come while you cussing. More of them coming in the house while you cussing. They coming on in the house while you cussing. You cussing them out. Them demons, come on, yeah, that's our lady. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know, they getting down. You cuss them, you think you saying, I'm peace of my mind. All we need is a peace. Everybody's invited. We got the kingdom out now. We take over.
That's it.
But right in the midst of hell, when you stand up and just flat quote word, tell them demons what they ain't doing.
Come on now.
Come on, listen. So he says here. So 13, which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Ghost teaches, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God. The natural man can't comprehend it.
Come on now.
But the natural man, you can't be natural and receive the things of the Spirit.
Come on now.
Stay with me, son. Stay with me. But the natural, see that natural man, that natural man, it'll work you over. It don't want no word and don't want you to have no word. You follow me? Now listen. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness unto him. Your flesh don't want to hear no faith. Your flesh don't want to hear no promises of God. You see that? Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. See, some things you're trying to learn by the Spirit, you got to discern. It's discernment. It ain't what you learn, it's what you discern. That's why you ain't.
Yeah.
It ain't about, Baby, it ain't about memorization. It's about discernment in the kingdom. You got to say, is this a demon or what is this here? You of God, or who are you?
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? You know when you walk into something, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Let me go back and let this go.
Crazy.
Let me go back and let this go. This spirit ain't right up there. Something ain't right.
That's it, Prophet.
See, you can discern the environment. Something ain't right.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it's smiling, you still don't know whether it's right or not.
That's it.
You smiling, but you Beelzebub.
Yeah. That's it.
You smiling, but you are the devil. Good morning, nothing good about you. Give you my hand. Cause a guy a few weeks ago, he stuck out his hand. I said, I give you some elbow. I gave him some elbow. I'm gonna shut my hand, you demon, you. I ain't even agreeing with you. When I shake your hand, I say it's cut. I'll give you some elbow.
Yeah.
Wasn't nothing wrong with my hand. I didn't want you to touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You just start grabbing everything in hand. Put that spirit in the palm of your hand. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolish unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. But the Spirit judges all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. But who has known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of Christ, the mind of the anointed one. We get that? See, this thing's spiritual. This thing's spiritual. It's time to be corny. It's time to hear God. Hear God live.
That's it.
What God said. Hear God live. Do y'all really know that God talks beyond scriptures? Do you know God have a regular conversation? You can lose something if you don't get pissed off in your house. He'll show you where it is. You ever lost your keys in your house? And before you throw your tantrum, if you just call on the Holy Ghost, he'll show you where it is.
He sure will.
When you go off in your house, you get acting crazy. Moving stuff around, come on, don't play with me. You know that spirit trying to come up with you. Where are my keys? And you looking all everywhere, attitude, rearranging stuff. Don't play with me.
Huh? You asked and you would show you.
I had some cologne this morning, and I dropped the cologne, and I couldn't. I said, "Where in the world is my cologne? Where's my cologne in?" And the Holy Spirit says, "In your cuff." In my cuff. And I looked at my cuff, and there was the cologne off in my cuff. Holy Spirit said. I had one friend tell me one time, because every time something like this happened, I talk about the favor of God, I talk about the Holy Ghost. He said, "Do you think you would have found that without the Holy Ghost?" I said, "Probably would." Who does it? Who looks at a cuff?
Right.
Fucking long.
That's it. That's it.
The other day, and this is true, my wife don't mind me telling. She was looking. She was looking for a telephone. She was looking for a telephone, and she was looking for a telephone, and she said, "It's my phone." We done looked everywhere, and the whole. She don't mind. She be married. I know, but I've been married to you long enough. I know that she don't mind. So that comes part of the benefit.
That's part of the benefit.
So anyway, I go in the refrigerator, and there's her phone in the refrigerator. She was putting up stuff, and she put her phone in the refrigerator. She put it out in the phone, and it was cold. And I walked to her. I said, "Honey, here's your telephone. It's cold."
Now let me tell about you. He just talks all the time. So I had to really learn to really be a good dodger of words, because he talks all the time. But now God, but he makes me a trained warrior, because I'm trained in dodging folks' words.
Amen. Amen. And so they must be the right words. 26 years, so they.
No, I've just been a good dodger. How about that one? Hi, YouTube.
Let him go back and sit out there and that wing stress. No, but y'all get the point.
Yeah.
Holy Spirit will lead in a talking. And I'm talking scriptures. It instruct you, tell you what to wear, what not to wear, tell you what to be, what not to be. Tell you don't go on that street, go on this street. Tell you don't leave the house till 10. I went out to my car yesterday and the Holy Spirit said go back in the house. I'm out the house. I done locked it up. I've been getting my car. Holy Spirit said go back in the house.
My God.
I went back down and sit down. 5 minutes later I was asleep, but that sleep back when it came while I was on the road. I wondered, why I gotta go in the house? I ain't did nothing. Why you grinding me? You know what I'm saying? Wife working, she working, I ain't working.
So tell you need
You know what I'm saying? But soon as I got back, I wasn't sitting down 5 minutes, and I was knocked out asleep. Well, see, that sleep probably came at the red light.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go back in the house. And see, y'all sit down now. See, y'all take that comical, but the Holy Spirit saved your life. That's why a while ago, Holy Spirit told me, tell your mother, do what. Now, don't take that for granted. That was Holy, that wasn't me. I don't pay no bills then. I have no right to tell your mother let you in, but she tell you to get out. See, that's Holy Spirit. He blocks something. He intercepts something. I didn't give you scripture for it. I gave you truth for it. Be obedient, be submissive. 2 Chronicles 20:20. Believe God, and so shall you be established. Believe His prophets, and so shall you prosper. Now write this down. I'm coming to you close. Whatever you don't resist is what you're allowed to remain. Whatever you don't resist is what you're allowed to remain. What you say, honey? You finna say something? You finna say something? Y'all get that? What I just say?
Whatever you don't resist is what you're allowed to remain.
If you don't put it out your house, that means you want it in there. You follow what I'm saying? Have you ever told it to leave? You know what I'm saying? If come on, stuff remain in your life because you let it stay there. You got to decide you don't want it there. I'm trying to let somebody else pray for me. Now, they can pray, but you got to decide you want it in there or not. They can pray and you still want it. Amen? Go ahead, honey. You finna say something?
Yeah, the Lord is also saying that He's removing, I don't know how many caught that Thursday, Tuesday, whatever day. He's removing delays and distractions.
That was Thursday.
He's removing delays and distractions. And a lot of times they can come into the form of people. Because sometimes you can get up on people and just flat delay you.
Delay your vision, delay your promise.
You're supposed to be way down the line, but because you got this person in your life, now you're distracted and delayed.
Amen.
And so God that wrote and He told me to write it down, and I did. Write it down, because God's going to put some new friends in your life. Because you need friends, partners, covenant people in your life. Because when God gets ready to do something with you, it's not going to be just you yourself. You know, God, the big things is going to require the assistance of others. The giftings, not being intimidated by one another's
That's it.
giftings.
That's it.
The giftings, respecting one another's giftings.
That's it.
Amen.
See, and then when you get that around you, then you are ready to make a move. See, or you make a move, you got to sit down and get some goals and some plans in order, and then step on out on the plane.
Come on now.
I just helped somebody right there. But these are 3 corners of true friends. Please don't miss this. It'll save time in your life. Number 1, they will enter into your experience, sort of like Jonathan and David. Jonathan left the palace and went into the wilderness with David. Did y'all hear that? He left the palace. He left a great place and went into the wilderness, a hard place, with David. That's a friend.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear that? Because you know what? People will stand with you when you write, but can you stand with me if it gets sticky and shaky and rough? Can you stand with me then? See, anybody stand with you and everything look like, you know, all the I's are dotted and the T's is crossed, but can you stand with me when the wind starts blowing in my life? And crazy stuff is going on in my life. And I might be right and looking wrong, or could be wrong. Can you stand with me? Because you know the Father stands with us in them times, because He said He's a friend sticking closer than a brother. And then He says a brother is born for adversity. There's somebody in your life that's born for this adversity. They can stick in there with you. Hey, come on. So remember that. It's a person, a friend is one that can enter into your experience, even when it's shaky. That's number one. Number two, they will show up to encourage you to endure. Some people come and they just be complaining and they add to your grief. And they criticize and analyze all your shortcomings. There ain't no good friend to be up around you. Y'all better hear this, because that's going to definitely be delay and distraction. All they do is analyzing your shortcomings. You don't need that when you in faith. You need somebody going to get in faith with you.
That's it.
You know, for it to disappear. Not somebody just sitting up there. You already know that. You believe in God for it to go. And they stand up there reminding you every day.
Yeah.
Every day. That ain't no good friend. That's not a good friend. And you ain't in the spirit. You don't need that around you. Y'all got that one? So a good friend going to show up to encourage you to endure. You going to make it. And I'm with you. Don't you go nowhere. God got your back. And anytime you need me, call me. If I ain't around, you know, pray. Pick that phone up. Call folk. And you know they walking through something. Make, you know, and if that's that assignment, be there and speak that word over them. And encourage them and put life into them. Don't speak death on them.
Come on now.
Number 3, they will not be envious of your elevation. Jonathan was supposed to be the next king by right, because Saul was his daddy. And here he go unheard. See, that boy heard in the spirit that David was going to be the king.
Yeah.
He could have really sided over this dad and had David's head cut off. He could have really went and got some more army men and got David's head cut off. But that boy respected. He respected that elevation. He knew it was God for David to be the next king. He was not envious of David's elevation. That's a real friend. When friends not, you know, they envious of the elevation, always talking something bad, saying got nothing good to say nothing. And sometimes you guys, y'all know that be going on in your life and you still be sticking and standing up with them kind of spirits. First of all, recognize the spirit. So, see, most times we recognize flesh and blood, you know, recognize what that spirit is. And then you got to be in spirit to dethrone that spirit out your life. So those are 3 good pointers to discern when you know and God is sending right friends, covenant friends in your life. Because in this season, God is going to restore covenant. Covenant needs to be restored in the body of Christ.
Amen.
Respect, loyalty. Folk ain't loyal, no commitment. So now we got to start sounding it out of our mouth.
Come on now.
You know, that, you know, the loyalty and the commitment and the diligence. You know, you want to start sounding it because you know we're seeing that other. So now we're going to have to rise up and start prophesying the loyalty, commitment. Come on now. Harmony, love, faithfulness. You got to speak it out your mouth right in the situation. Right in it, Lord, I thank you for loyal, diligent, committed companionship. Friends closer than a brother. Come on, you're going to have to declare it. And you can see it. And if the people don't want to do that, that don't mean that you don't like them. Don't let the enemy play tricks on your kindness. That don't mean that you like them. That means that you're not a loser. You're a winner.
Come on now.
And you can't hang around losing stuff. Stuff that's losing and on assignment to cause you to lose if you don't stop. So I mean, I hope y'all heard that and be blessed by that, because we in a real winning season right now. It may be looking crazy, but that's when God do His greatest works in the dark. When the darkness, when you're surrounded in the darkness, remember that the light is in you. You packing the price. You are. You got the volume knob to all of it. And your mind. And please start reading stuff. You know what made me get sharp about my mind? I started reading up about the brain. I got the word, but I started going reading about the brain, and I started to, you know, seeing the spirit in there, in the natural, because it did come out of the spirit. See, But when people just all natural and don't let the spirit in, that's foolishness. But listen here, you can't put away everybody, because that religion made you even you put away some people that should have never been left just because they didn't look like you, didn't go to the same church with you, weren't in the same faith of God. I mean, you know what I'm saying? In the same denomination with you, you should not have left them people, because some of them people love God. But just because they just not in that, you know, they not in the church of God in Christ. They not in the, you know, people just cut them out. Just cut, man, you don't know what God, what kind of resource God had packaged them up in to bless your life.
Come on now.
But you cut them out because of tradition and religion. And now God is going to even restore some of them people back to your life, because some of those people, they got some great resources that will help you. Oh yeah, it's something that they're going to urge you to give to your plan. Something they're going to help you deal with your house, your center, your women things you're doing. See, and you got to be able not to be opinionated and judge them with the religious eye. You're going to have to know them by spirit and receive that caring and loving spirit and that wisdom and get it and move. They may not go all the way there, but they got what you need to get to the next place. And you thank God and them for that. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Good word.
Prophet, you got something in your spirit?
I just thank God for agreeing with the truth that's up in this house. Amen. And
come up here, Prophet, and come back. Let YouTube hear this. You never be saying let YouTube.
Amen. God bless you. Amen. I just like to say that I thank and praise God for the truth in this house that comes straight from the throne room. And I'm in agreement with my sister and my brother. Amen. That you don't get this word from everywhere. Amen. So I know God have called them to a special work for a special people. And 2016 is our year. Amen. And we ain't waiting on December 31st. Amen. Amen. Our 2016 have already entered. Amen. And God is removing folks out of our lives that cannot go into our lives in 2016. Amen. Amen. Glory to God. You done prayed for them. You done prophesied to them. Amen. Glory to God. You done even gave up yourself to them, and they still ain't got it. You know, so I pray. The only thing we owe them is to pray that they'll be saved. Amen. But we ain't got time no more, because look, we finna take off. Amen. Like a rocket. Not, I mean, like a rocket. Yes. Amen. Glory to God. And we ain't coming back this way no more. No. Amen. Everything on this side of 2015 is on this side of 2015. Amen. Whoever didn't catch the vision, they will not be a part of the division. Amen. Glory to God. Let me tell you something. I have told people in this season, I have put the word out. And evidently some folks just ain't got it. I say it's dangerous for anybody to be around me in this hour and don't want me to make it. Amen. You might well say, I ain't gonna fight with them. Glory to God. God gonna fight with them. And he told me years ago that he would kill for me. Glory to God. He know I mean business. Because he know I'm a warrior by nature. Glory to God. And as I'm warring for other folks, he gonna war for the ones that want to be warring for other people. Amen. We ain't got to fight in some battles. Amen. Glory to God. We got to fight for the people that God has ordained for us to fight. Amen. To make sure they make it over on the other side. For you and Jesus get ready to come back and get them, that they'll be equipped to go back with him. Amen. So it's dangerous. Amen. It is dangerous. Amen. It's like they signed their own death certificate. Amen. God is saying, I'm used to weak and ignorant. He said, but I'm not weak no more. Amen. Glory to God. It's our time. It's our time. Glory to God. It's our time, and we taking dominion for our God. Glory to God. Amen. I was hearing probably like the way that the angels of this house speak with authority, because we are gods. Amen. In the earth realm, and they speak. Glory to God. Like gods in the earth realm. So everybody can't understand this language. But God. Amen. But God. So God have given us, he said, I'm not going to do it. I gave you the power to do it.
Come on now.
If you speak it, I'm going to back it up. We got the whole host of heaven backing us up. Glory to God. We can change the atmosphere. Glory to God. And when people try to root us out, they better be watching us in, because sometimes because we there, God won't destroy the city.
Yeah. Keep the business open. Because you're there.
That's it.
Keep the job open.
That's it.
I told someone I work in the government. I told her, I said, this is here because of me.
Yeah.
I was talking about this is here because of me. If I leave, it's coming down.
It's coming down.
I told people about the department, it's coming down.
Leave, it's coming down. Oh, hell.
The department I'm in, what I'm doing now,
the
government, I ain't even asked for it. I looked up one day and got a memo about 4 years ago. And my name was among the list. We need you to cross over and go. I wasn't even, I was waiting to go out the door. They put me in another department.
Amen.
Which was a blessing. You follow what I'm saying? Man, you'd be surprised what's held up because of you.
Yeah. And act like I did something last night I'm not done in 50 years. Last night, the sirens was going out 100%. But I had to obey God.
Yeah.
And I know it saved lives, because those tornadoes was acting up out there, and they was just sounding, and God told me, go outside. I said, go outside. He said, go outdoors. I got up and went on out the door. And I was standing out there, and we stayed across from Jews. And I mean, it was lightning, and there was some tornadoes that were touching ground trying to penetrate that area. But God had me to go outside, and I stood outside, and I had my hands up. I said, you will not
it's God
in Plano. I stand and cover everything in this region.
My God.
And then I began to cover family and friends and covenant people. But the Lord told me, and I said, and I stand in the gap. You will not touch.
Glory.
In covenant with me. You will not. And I'm telling you, and it was like no fear. And then sirens went down. I heard it go, siphon on down. Siphon on, go, rocking on down. And I just came on back in the house. Now the people, the Jews, they were standing out there looking. And they were just looking, and then God had something. God didn't tell me to say nothing to them. He told me to talk to the creation. See, we got to even know you one with creation.
Amen.
That's what happened with God when he was telling that storm, no peace. See, but if you don't have that revelation, God don't submit nobody to try that. But if you know that and you know that.
Come on, prophet.
I know that, because I know God. Come on here. God knows me. And ain't nowhere in the world he would even have me outdoors. And I wouldn't have went outdoors because fear would have blocked me.
Yeah.
But I didn't have no fear on me. And I thank God today. And when I was reading, I wouldn't even turn on the news, because I said, you ain't pumping no fear up in me.
Yes.
You would not pump fear up in me. And I was wondering, because God knew he was going to send me outdoors and hold it out. See, and there's prophets, they to different regions, some prophets are assigned to weather. Some prophets are assigned. You know, I remember I had an old friend of prophet that, you know, they always would say that California would go under the ground.
Right.
But that prophet was assigned and would get up and walk every morning and prophesy to the ground. And I wasn't even in the Lord, but you know what? I had enough reverence. I didn't even challenge it. I just believed it. I said, I remember that. And God got different prophets for certain things and certain giftings. And sometimes people are just walking around and they don't even know that an angel is assigned to their life. And I tell people all the time, and you sitting up in there and you clueless. And that's when he talks about with the communion that's why some are sick and low to death, because you don't discern the Lord's body.
Yeah.
Come on now.
When you start discerning the Lord's body and know who you walking up to, there ought to be a salutation. You know what happened to them? Elizabeth, they spirits saluted one another. Say, there's another God sent. And they was able to receive one another, and there was respect for one another, and there was no intimidation about the gifting in one another, because both of them was packing prophets.
Come on now.
Glory. But anytime prophet, present day prophet. And the one that had John the Baptist, glory to God, was it John? Elizabeth. Pregnant with John, right? Yeah. See, and he was called, one God said, no other prophet like him. And then here comes one prophet, the eternal Christ.
say, oh my God.
Can you imagine? And sometimes you just don't know what people are carrying. And if you're really of God, you may not understand it, but that ought to be of divine respect.
Amen. That's it.
Some folks I know, man, I just walk out. I'd be mad as crap. I'll walk out.
Yeah.
Just walk out.
Yeah.
Because like he said, David, I won't touch God's anointing.
That's it.
Walk on out.
Yeah.
Just walk away.
That's it.
See, walk away and let God bless you. See, it's a blessing in walking away. It's a blessing. Sometimes people think, well, no. Sometimes you're blessed to walk away. Walk away before you disobey God and find yourself in a trap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, no. So God is good to us, and we should see so much great signs, wonders, and miracles like never before in this season. God's going to operate himself through his body, through his people, and the world country is going to understand the Christ consciousness is going to invade the land.
My God. My God. Amen. Good word. Good word. Good word. Good word.
Amen. Amen. Let's get ready to, is all trumpets clear?
Amen.
Is all trumpets clear? All trumpets clear. Amen. As we enter into 2016, we're going to let the fast be the past.
Amen.
Amen. Come in with a new mentality. Amen. Come with some creative concepts. Amen.
Amen.
Isaiah 43, verse 18 and 19 said, remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old. Behold, I do. I do. Amen. We're going to allow God to do a new thing.
Amen.
Spiritually, physically, mentally, financially, socially. Amen. I'm believing God for the new.
Hallelujah.
Amen. I'm going to believe in God for the new.
Yes.
Amen. I'm believing God for a spiritual overhaul. I'm believing God for commonwealth. I'm believing him for my economy to go to another level.
Yes.
The things that I lacked in 2015, I won't lack in 16.
All right. We will not.
I ain't talking about, I keep saying, that's a prophetic statement.
Yes, we will not lack.
That's a spiritual citation.
Yeah.
Amen. Ain't no delays. It's now.
Yes.
Somebody say it's now.
It's now.
Amen. Stand to your feet. Amen. Amen. I challenge some people that some of you already have, but